guys, so today we're kind of in an odd space, mainly because I have a huge haul for one, and for two because my tripod broke, so we are balancing a DSLR on a ring light, which is really scary, and I hope nothing happens to my camera. And this just makes sense also to do on the floor because it's such a large clothing, makeup, and skincare haul. So yeah, it's that time of year where I go a little ham always at the beginning of my semester and just get school clothes and makeup and the skincare, everything I need. Like I said, if I can't wear it or eat it, I don't need it. And that's usually what all this is things that I can use every day. It's also my birthday, so I definitely went a little all out this semester, and I'm taking 5 classes, so I'm justifying it because I'm working very hard. And not only that, but just I was running out of a lot of stuff. Like, some of the stuff stretches for a long time, but that's also why I'm making this video today, because it is my birthday. I turned 27, yay, and instead of studying and doing a bunch of stuff, I thought I'd force myself to make time on my birthday to do something I love, and I love making videos, so I thought I'd do that. Anyways, let's get started. So I think the first things I'm going to start with are skincare, because it's like the base to everything, and it also happens to be what I ended up purchasing first at the beginning of the season. Long story short, I went to KP International Market. I don't live near it, but I'm about to live near it when I move next year, and they had a Nature Republic inside of that market, and I've never been inside a Nature Republic or really checked out any of their products, so I was like, hey, let me go check this out. And they had a lot of really nice stuff in there, and I decided to get some stuff because, yeah, why not? The first thing I got was actually this is now a holy grail item for me, because this is a dupe for a $30 product that I have sworn by for years. You guys know how much I loved the Cure Aqua Gel, but it's at a $30 price point, and I saw this. I was looking for a dupe for the Cure Aqua Gel because it's too expensive sometimes, guys. It really is, and it wasn't as effective as I needed it to be because my skin still had texture. I don't know what was going on, honestly. Not only that, but it's really hard to determine the expiration date when you get Cure Aqua Gel online. So that was another problem I was running into. So when I found this for $6, I was like, what is this? Because it said peeling gel on it. And I put it on my hand and I rubbed it, and it did the same exact thing, and it smelled better, and it actually made my hand feel stupid soft. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this. And honest to God, guys, this is better than the Cure Aqua Gel, and it's $6 versus $30. Like, what a fucking difference. It smells good. It has, like, seeds in it. It's called the Cranberry Real Nature Peeling Gel, meaning it does kind of have a cranberry scent. But it is a little rougher than the Cure Aqua Gel, but honestly, that's more effective for me, and it just makes my skin feel baby soft. The next thing I got from Nature Republic is what I've been using as a replacement for a moisturizer. So I tried out the Bulgarian Rose Moisture Essence, and it's in this like little bottle that like I've partially gotten through, unfortunately. I'm definitely going to repurchase this. This has really helped me not have lizard skin because I have combination skin. It's really helped balance out the oiliness for some reason. I don't know why. And it's just a lot more hygienic because I'm not having to like scoop a thing in there, dip my hand into this. Like, I just pump it out and put it on my face, and it's just a better deal. Like, unfortunately it is in a tinier bottle. I wish it was in a bigger bottle, but I would definitely purchase this again. I highly recommend it if you have combination skin like myself. The next thing I got was something I got online, and it is a repurchase of the Sunjung pH 5.5 Relief Toner by Etude House. I use 2 different toners. The first one I use is an astringent to get all the oil and dirt removed from my face, and this one just helps put moisture back into my face and helps balance the pH after doing a bunch of harsh stuff like peeling and cleansing with charcoal and just using astringent. This helps kind of get it back together, and like I said, after I put this on too, it's usually all good. And that's recently been my skincare routine as of late. Moving on, the next thing I got is something I kind of also swear by. A lot of people like to just use makeup remover wipes or an oil cleanser to get rid of their eye makeup or their makeup, but I'm a little bit more of a simple bitch. I like using a makeup removing wipe. I use the ones from Daiso, and for a while I was just doing that with some hot water and yeah, doing that. But then I realized I could make my life a lot more easier if I had like a eye makeup remover, because I wear obviously a lot of heavy eye makeup, and this Neutrogena one's really good. The first one I tried was a Lancome one, and obviously the Lancome one is like stupid expensive. I had like a little sample of it, and I was like, I really like this stuff. I wonder if I can find a dupe. And lo and behold, this is the dupe. I recommend this, especially if you do gyaru makeup, because just it gets stuff off like in one swipe. It's so good. I can't live without it. I got like the big bottle for that reason. The next thing kind of relates to the toners and the oil makeup remover, and it's the Daiso cotton puffs. Honestly, these are the best cotton puffs ever. I don't know if America makes cotton puffs like these, but they really absorb the product really well, and I just get more use out of the fact that it just doesn't like soak up the product and leave it there. Like, this really gets on my face properly when it's these. I don't know how to explain the texture of these, but these are like $1.50 and really good, and I highly recommend them if you live near a Daiso. Moving on to my large ass Sephora haul that I did, because just I needed stuff. I needed a new foundation. Y'all have seen the troubles I have went through with foundation and my skin this past summer, so I was like, okay, enough of that. I'm going to do myself right. So I saw these brushes on sale. They were like $26 during the Sephora VIB sale, and I needed them. It's like they were made for me. I'm usually not big on Tarte, and usually I buy like dupe brushes, but this time, guys, they had stars on them. It's like they were made for me, and they're purple. Like, what the fuck? And the brushes are really nice too. Like, there's this really nice like pointed brush. Now, don't mind that they're dirty. I used them today, but whatever. There's like a, I don't know if that's a highlighter brush or what, but I use it to sweep off excess fallout. This is what I use as a highlighter brush, a powder brush, and this is like a angled contour, but honestly, it's too big to be an angled contour in my opinion. I don't know what to use this for. It's just in here. But I like these. These are really, really useful. I've enjoyed using them. Obviously, they're dirty. I clearly use them. The next thing that I ended up getting, because I have holes in my skin, thank you pores, I got very large pores, is I needed a good primer. I was using the NYX Poreless Primer for the longest time, and I'll be quite honest with you guys, it's garbage. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy like a decent primer this time, and I ended up going with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer. There seems to be more in this than the benefit, not sure. It seems like it. Like, it just seems like a bigger bottle for the price you're getting. It was like $30, which is still like really disgusting, and like this is how much product is in like right there. It's like right to there right now, and I just got this like, I'd say like less than a month ago, so I'm like, what the fuck? But it does work. It's really good. I just wish it wasn't so fucking expensive. Moving on, I also ended up getting some Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray because I'm addicted to this shit. Yet again, why is this $30? This is the $15 one because, just, yeah, $30. I can't. I fucking can't. And I'll tell you what I did to combat that situation in a moment. But for now, yeah. Urban Decay All-Nighter. I really like it, and I got the reformulated version. The one I had before smelled like alcohol. This one smells like cinnamon. I like it. I ended up getting the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I really like this foundation. I'm wearing it today, and I've had this on since 10 o'clock, and this is how it's wearing. I don't know if it's a big difference. I don't know if you guys noticed in my other tutorials, but I was really dark, like super dark. And that was using the NARS Monte Blanc and the Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is a little thicker of a consistency, and this is a shade lighter. This is an Oslo, and I match my neck now. It's great. I really like this. I highly recommend this if you're pale. I wish it would go just a little bit paler, but I'm not mad. Yet again, the price point's disgusting, but like I said, this finish is really good. Like, this is, I'm a little oily, but it's like it's a decent like thing going on. It's not gross looking, trust me. To also set this foundation, I ended up getting a really good setting powder. For a while I was going to get the Airspun, but then I heard it had fragrance in it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that because I break out really fucking easily, and that was scary. So I ended up getting a trial size of let me get it. The Too Faced Born This Way setting powder in translucent. I got this like little thing, and I ended up loving it. I was like, why didn't I buy the big size, you stupid bitch, like what? But I guess I was afraid of it setting like the NARS one, because the NARS one is just complete garbage. My nose runs. I don't know if it's a fake. I ended up getting it as a gift, same was with the Laura Mercier. I just don't care for them. But I really like this, and I know like people say Too Faced is really gimmicky, but if you're going to get any Too Faced product at all, get this fucking powder because it's so good. I love it. I ended up going to Sephora on Saturday, and I just ended up getting the full size because I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, and it's just good. It's just good. Like, yet again, it's not grainy, it's really finely milled, and it has a little bit of color to it, but it's not like excessive. It helps kind of almost balance out the NARS foundation, honestly. And I really like how it's packaged too. Like, the packaging's cute, but y'all, like, it's got like not only a cute ass sifter, like let me see if I can open this for you guys just to show you. It has this thing on here, so it's not like a fucking mess when you open the cap. There's like a thing here to keep the product in, so you're not wasting like a fuck ton of it, which thank you, Too Faced, I really appreciate that. The next products I ended up purchasing were a little bit of like a fun product, because honestly I really don't fucking need eyeshadow, but I've been on a Stila fix. These liquid glitter eyeshadows are like the death of me. If I could own the full size of them. And I like their highlighters too. Their highlighters are gorgeous. I really underestimated Stila like a lot. I ended up getting the Oh My Stars collection. I also have the other one that they came out with that I can't remember the name of, but this one has a gold, silver, and their best-selling shade Kitten Karma. And I'm wearing the silver on my inner corners. I don't know if you can tell, but I love these. These like always are on my eyes. I've even gotten my friends to buy them because they're so good. If you can get the full size, if you can afford the $25 to get like a signature color, I think mine's going to be Diamond Dust. These are good. For a while I liked the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner for this inner corner, but honestly the glitter and the formula separates and these don't separate, so I really like these. If I could own every single fucking color, I would. Moving on, I also ended up going to Morphe because my friend wanted to go to Morphe and I hadn't been to a Morphe, and I was curious to see what all they had. I also was going to find a full size of the Morphe setting spray because it's $15 and not $30, and it's kind of like an aerosol can of sorts, and I honestly really like this. This was worth the $15, and this makes, guys, this makes so much more sense than this little thing. For real. This is worth it. It was like $15, sets my makeup really fine, and it's a light mist. Like, you're not getting like water all over your face. I don't know how to explain like these type of setting sprays compared to this, but this is really good and it's light, and just recommend. It's $15. If you have a Morphe near you or can buy it online, I highly recommend it. The next thing I got is kind of controversial, but I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, all the makeup brands at this point are either problematic or are not fully cruelty free because they deal with China, so like I've stopped giving a fuck because it's just too much. Like, you might as well just not buy from anything at that point. So you can't deny he makes some nice ass makeup. So I really was looking into getting the blood sugar palette, but then I was like, do I really need that? I have a bunch of reds already. But then me and my friend ended up swatching the Liquid Frost, and I really like the Frostbite one, or like the really pale white one, and then this one. My friend swatched this in the store, and then I swatched it in the store, and this is the most gorgeous color ever, you guys. I think this is called Canary Bling, and I haven't exactly figured out how to work with these yet. They come in like a dropper format, like you press this little button here, and you honestly don't even need to do that because that's so excessive. I just do that and treat it kind of like a wand, because honestly I put on so much foundation that this kind of just rubs it off. And I'm just gonna like try to get this as close as possible. This is so fucking gorgeous. Like, let me blend this a little bit. Like, I wish he'd make these in like a body lava formula, because I can see this working as one. Like, look how beautiful that sheen is. It has pink glitter in it. It's really unique. I haven't seen a highlighter fully like this. I think the closest thing to this is this color in the Anastasia palette, the limited edition Sugar Glow Kit. But this color called Gumdrop right here, I think is very similar, but it's not quite. This is more sparkly than this, but I have both on my cheeks today. It's a combination of the Jeffree Star and the Gumdrop color from the Anastasia palette. That was it for the Morphe haul, and then I went to ColourPop because they had a sale going on during Labor Day, and I was looking for like a pressed powder of some sort. And the only unfortunate part is this is really thin. This ends up like taking off my foundation, so I don't know if I recommend this or not. But it's here, like I have a compact if I ever need to like touch up. But honestly, every time I touch up, like I just take off my foundation. Like, so I don't know. Like I wish there was like a buff puff or something in here. Maybe this just isn't the right formula. I know a lot of people like the loose setting powder and the foundation, which I've yet to try out. But I do have this. I don't know how I feel about it, but I did get it. But one of the things I did end up liking is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and not really as much of a concealer as a highlighter. I use this under my eyes and then blend it out, and I use this on my nose bridge and my chin for when I do very heavy gyaru looks. It doesn't make a huge difference because I'm already really fucking pale, but I can only imagine how gorgeous this looks on people who do like Mamba, Yamamba, Kanguro, or just tan in general. Like, this is probably like the most amazing blended out undertone of a highlight ever, and I'm super salty that I can't get that effect because I am really pale. It's a pretty decent sized amount of product for the amount I paid for it. The next thing I ended up purchasing from ColourPop is, I think, a discontinued item, and it's like in a really amusing like glass bottle, but it's the ColourPop Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray. I'm using this as a dupe for MAC Fix Plus because I'm running out of my MAC Fix Plus, and I was really trying to experiment between setting sprays to figure out like which one was like a good dupe for what, because like I said, this is $30 but this little thing is $15. This is $15 but huge, and then there's this one that was like $4, and this one's okay, but I think I found the one I liked. But yeah, I can still use this as a mixing medium for my eyeshadows, and yeah, it just works. It was like really cheap because it was on sale. The last thing I ended up getting makeup wise was from the Mitsuwa when I went with a friend. I am running out of the Diamond Lash Natural Eyes, which makes me really, really sad. So I ended up purchasing the Decorative Eyelash Playgirl series. I think these are Play Cool number 3 or number 16s. I'm not sure. It says like one or the other here. I have them on today, and I like them. They're very dolly looking. They're very long on my eyes, but I'm sure they work on other people as well. Moving on to hair, and something else that I also purchased from Mitsuwa was the Gatsby hair wax. It was on sale for $8. I think this usually goes for $10 or $13, and I really like this one because it helps kind of, I haven't done it today, but this really helps kind of give you like the Sujimori, or really help like define when you tease your hair and want the little like spike bits. I don't know, it kind of shows it here. But this is really good. This is called Air Rice. It's the green one. It smells like green apple, so it smells really good. I did get like a fake one from Thailand, and it just wasn't the same. This is the shit. Like, literally, like, the smell of this stuff is crack. But I'm so glad I found it for $8 because that's a steal, especially for like a big thing like this. The next hair product I ended up getting was a new flat iron. I've had the same flat iron since I was 16 years old, meaning like I'm 27 and that flat iron's almost 11 years old. It's starting to like not have a heat element anymore. Like it doesn't get as hot as it needs to, and I mean, it only went to 400 to begin with, and it just took forever to curl my hair. It took forever to flat iron it. Like, I'd have to run it through so many fucking times that was like irritating. But this one goes to 450, so it actually goes hotter than this one originally did, and it curls really easily. Like, I overestimated the time that it would take to do my hair because I was so used to like a shitty flat iron, so that happened. But yeah, I really like this. It was $60 or $70, which is a really good deal. I mean, it's still a little pricey, but in comparison to a Chi, you're saving a little bit more money, and it came with like a dust bag and everything. And another thing I really like about this is it flashes green when it's at its right temperature. My other one doesn't, and when it's like cooling down, it will warn you on here if you keep it plugged in that it is cooling down and to not touch it, which I think is quite useful because sometimes that's like playing chicken with a flat iron. So the next thing we're moving into is clothes and shoes and bags and that type of thing. These are for Pendere, I think, which is a Liz Lisa sub brand. I got these for $7, and they're just like a basic black heel. I needed a black heel because mine are dead, and these are really cute, and I think they go with certain things that I have. They're closed toe, which is nice because I have some heart heels, but they're open toed. So I don't know. I thought these were useful. The thing I ended up purchasing is this $4 Glad News little tutu skirt thing. I have a couple skirts like this, one being a WC and another being a tutuha, and this is leopard print, so I thought it would look really interesting with certain outfits of mine, and it was $4, so I couldn't resist. Just number 2 was my first gyaru piece. This has actually a lot of brands that I've never bought from before. This maxi dress was $7, and it's this beautiful blue color, and it's got like a crisscross pattern in the bust, and it has crochet lace at the back here, and if you look way down at the bottom, there is lace. The only unfortunate part about this is I'm very, very short for this, and I don't know how to hem this, but I really, really like this, and I wish there was a way to take it in, because I'd love to get use out of this before the weather gets too cold to wear it. But yeah, first gyaru piece, and it was $7, and it's pretty good quality. Not bad at all. The next piece is my first datura piece, and I've adored datura for a long time, but it's so fucking expensive, and a lot of it's bodycon and your girl's busty, and I'm just afraid that I will not fit into a lot of datura pieces. But I knew for a damn well fact that I would fit this lovely jeweled, very thick, very soft batwing type of sweater. I love this so much. It's so cute, and I feel like this is going to be especially useful when I move and have to commute places. Another thing I like is the little chain in the back. It's like a heart, and if you turn it around, and I know this is upside down, but it says datura there as well. And the jewels are really high quality. This is just really high quality and heavy, and now I can see why this brand is so freaking expensive. But I love it. It's hot pink, and I have some heels and some mores that I can throw with this. No problem at all. Another sweater that I ended up getting was from this brand called Delisle Noir, which is kind of like a casual one style brand, and it's this camel colored crop sweater, and it's very loose. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's so soft, like, oh my god. I really wanted to experiment this fall with earth tones, possibly. A lot of that 90s style, like forest olive green color with purple and gold, and I thought this would be like a really good sweater to be able to do that with. So I got it, and it was like, I want to say $6. The datura sweater previously that I showed was $14, and I think it was the most expensive thing in my haul, but it was definitely worth it. My next purchase was my first Rady piece, and it's this gorgeous purple and hot pink shirt with Shizuka Moto as the model on the front, or at least I think this is Shizuka Moto. It looks like Shizuka Moto, and she's got like jewels on her sunglasses, and there's jewels in the background, and the Rady little logo is in the background with glitter, and I just thought this was a really cute casual piece. I don't have like a lot of casual pieces, so this was definitely needed. And I like that it was purple, because actually my favorite color, despite me wearing a lot of like Mars with pink and stuff in it, is purple. Another really like neat thing I like about this, and this is how you can tell like brands are kind of bougie, is when they have like a little metal tag in the back. That's like great, dude. But yeah, I have a casual Rady piece, and it's my first piece, and I want to own more Rady as well. Rady, don't know. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that, please. And the last clothing piece that I ended up getting was this Liz Lisa romper. Pretty sure this was also $7, and I don't own any rompers like this. And it's like a, almost looks like PJs. It's like a tartan type of fabric, and it's kind of got the ruffles that like even here has, but like in here. And there's like tie sleeves here, and then as you go there's like pockets, which is great, by the way. There's even back pockets, and then it's kind of like gathered at the legs, and it fits me pretty well, surprisingly, considering how thick I am, so I'm kind of grateful that it does fit. But it was another really good purchase. I've seen this a couple times and nobody bought it, and I was like, yo, I kind of need that in my life because it's kind of casual, but it looks kind of comfortable at the same time. So I ended up buying it. Last but not least, I have a very, very favorite purchase of mine. This is from Yume Tembo. I can confirm that. I've been looking for a big bag for literally forever. Mainly because I own the DSLR now, and none of my bags, my Samantha Vegas, my Forever 21 bags, my Encre Rouge, all of that does not fit a DSLR in a wallet at the same time. And I've been looking for a large ass Gold's Infinity or Mars bag that zipped for the longest time. Like, they have big totes, but they don't have like zip bags, and that just makes me feel like a million times more secure, right? So I ended up finding this, and I was like, yo, I need this, and it was like $35. It came in a bunch of different colorways, but this one screamed Agejo to me, obviously, because it's black and pink. It actually matches my outfit today, and it says very large like Boston bag, and it has like the little fairy on it. Reminds me of Diamond Lash for some reason, because like the fairy on it. And it's got beautiful side pockets, which I find to be very useful. And another cute little staple of this is the heart zippers. I think that is like such a nice touch. And it's got scalloped edges, and I just really like it. I love the colorway. I love how big it is. It's very, very useful. I've already worn it out. It's very comfortable to hold on the shoulder, and it fits all my stuff perfectly, so I really, really like that. The only downside is I wish there was like more compartments to like separate things in, because it's like just one big ass bag, but I'm not complaining. I like this a lot. I'm not mad. So the last thing isn't exactly a clothing or skincare type of thing or a makeup thing, but I thought I'd add this in here because this happens to be like a favorite of mine. I swear to God, I can watch like a whole season of the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically Battle City, because that's the only one that matters. I can eat a bunch of fucking takoyaki umaibo. Like, I have like the sets of like 30. I bought like 2 bags of them when I went to Mitsuwa, and I just eat these and watch Weeb Trash on the weekends, and it's like my favorite way like of spending my time relaxing. It's like my favorite pastime. I really love umaibo, and this is definitely a favorite of mine. It's been a favorite for a while. Every time I can find umaibo, I buy like a fuck ton of them, because I don't know, it's just a really neat little snack to have. I feel like a kid eating these. It's like the little cheese puff things, but better. And if you like the flavor of okonomiyaki or takoyaki, then these are definitely for you, but they have them in other flavors as well. Anyways, that is the last of the haul. Bless you if you made it through it, because it was a very long, large ass haul, but I got through it. We got through it together. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything you want to see specific details of, let me know, and I might make a blog post or like a video post when I have the time to do so. I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, bye bye.